Hello, my loves. I'm Rena, and I'm on the ride of my life and learning more and more every day, especially about YouTube. I'm very grateful that all these things are happening now and excited, and thank you for your comments and your views. And I just wanted to share with you one comment that I decided to do a video about. And basically it was in the one where I was talking about clearing out energies from our nervous system, from trauma. And I wanted to share with you 5 things that I came up with that I use to, or have used in my healing journey to clear the energy out of my nervous system and to kind of guide me as a tool on a daily basis or when things come up. So for very obvious reasons, number one, and I keep emphasizing this because we kind of need this to live, this would be breathing. Deep breathing, relaxed breathing, clearing the nervous system kind of breathing. And I explain the difference between at least the two, where the relaxed breathing is more through your nose and out your mouth. So you breathe in to the count of 4, hold it to the count of 4, and then breathe out. Generally to the count of 6, because when you do that, you want to get as much of the air out of your system. That's more for relaxing. The one, and that helps your nervous system. When you are doing like deep work on your nervous system, there's somatic breath work where you actually need a facilitator to help you work through this. And it just like the experience I had with it, there ended up being no fear, no regret. I mean, it just, because we hold so much of that tension in our nervous system, doing the breath work releases it. That's more belly breathing, so breathing in through your mouth down to your belly, and then kind of watching your breath move, because we as a society have been traumatized or we're in fear, and so we hold all of our breath in our chest, and it doesn't get it into the whole body for the body to use it. That again needs to be facilitated. Now, number 2 is as deep as possible uninterrupted sleep for about 7 to 9 hours. It depends on who you are. Like, for example, as a highly sensitive person, I have learned, and I've known my whole life, that I tend to sleep more than other people, just so I can clear out my nervous system from any energies that don't belong there. And sleeping is the best way, because what happens is our bodies heal themselves while we're sleeping. And what that means is we're talking like healing the mind, healing the body itself. There's healing going on within the body during sleep. So you must sleep. We have been taught to work our butts off. There are people out there I've spoken to that work 120 hours a week. When do you sleep? You are not going to heal. Your body cannot do its job if you're not sleeping. It's so important that the sleeping happens, okay? And 4 hours isn't going to cut it. We are mammals. We need our sleep, and we need our sleep to heal. And that's part of clearing out your nervous system and everything from trauma. And then there is, let's see, number 3. Oh, my favorite, singing or doing chanting and anything to do with your voice. Number 1, the more you clear, if you like, okay, I'll give a little story. When I was a kid, I loved singing. I loved musicals. I played instruments. I was involved in music, and I loved it. And I got to the point where I felt not good enough with any of that, so I stopped for the rest of my life. until about 4 years ago. And I noticed that when I began to step out and decide, the first place I decided to step out was in a chorus at a Unity church. And I don't believe that I sang very well, but I got up there because I was working on breaking through some fears, right? And as time went on, about 2 months after I left the church, I met my former partner and we started doing music together. And at first, I still sounded awful to me. I mean, other people said it was okay, and I did get some jabs, but that's okay because I was in the learning process. The music that we did healed me. And what was interesting is not only were the words, we used 432 hertz on his guitar, not only was it that, but what I learned from that was the vagus nerve, which is connected to well, even though it's centralized, it's connected to your organs, the rest of your body. And when we heal that, it begins to heal everything else. So when you sing, you're singing from here. The vagus nerve runs from the base of your spine all the way up. And when you sing, you're connecting the vibration of your voice to the vagus nerve. And that in and of itself helps your nervous system to heal. And I was thrilled when I found this out. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so... I get excited over little things. And the kicker is that they work. They've been working for me. You know, I'm not saying that this stuff is going to work for everyone right away. However, when you decide to try these things out and do them and be consistent and persistent and committed to your healing work, things will change. And singing and doing chants and those, I mean, just do that. You can feel it. I can feel it. You might be able to feel it if you have never done it before, in the base of your spine. I think it's the first chakra. You'll probably feel it there. So try it. You know, can't hurt. It's not going to hurt anything. And it's not going to like open you up so quickly that you're going to, you know, explode or anything. It's very subtle, and your body will take care of you through this process. Okay, so now we have the fourth thing, which is walking barefoot on Mother Earth. And I'm talking the beach, grass, in nature, any way that you can do it. Even if you just stand underneath a tree and take your shoes off and ground yourself. What happens, interestingly, and not many people know about this, is the earth and us have similar makeup. All the minerals that we have in our body are the same minerals that there are in the earth. The electrical system in our bodies, the meridians, are the same connection as the earth. So we are made just like the earth. Now what happens is cement blocks that connection. And we need the earth to also heal. So when we go out and walk on the beach or go into the water, anywhere where our feet can connect with the earth, what's happening is the earth is actually pulling the negative energies out of our bodies. It pulls the trauma energies and the emotional energies out of our bodies that don't serve us anymore. Then there's an exchange where it gives us the energies that help us to heal. In essence, when we walk on the earth, we're connecting to the earth, and we're missing that in our lives now at this point in time because we wear shoes and we're driving everywhere and there's pavement and the list goes on. So take time the best you can every day and go stand on the earth in some capacity for at least 5 minutes and feel what it feels like. Eventually, now for me, especially as a highly sensitive person, you can feel these energies, and that's also part of being highly sensitive, which is really, really cool. And lastly, number 5 is meditation. And with meditation, please don't put too much into this, because we have been taught, especially in Western society, that we must do transcendental meditation, and just sit there for hours with a blank mind. Doesn't work for everybody, certainly not us in Western society. So, because we have what the Buddhists call monkey mind, and we're constantly, juggling 60 to 80,000 thoughts in our head every day. What you can do to get started, if you've never meditated before, is you can get a white candle, light the candle, and sit and stare at the flame for 5 minutes. Just start with that. And you might have some stuff coming in and out, and that's okay. Just keep focusing on the flame, because what happens ultimately is that, and allow this to happen, just take your time with it. Allow the flame to zone you out, and just sit with that until you zone, and you will not think for those moments. It's very cool. And keep that up. And of course, breathe while you're doing the meditation. You can do it that way. There are other meditations that you can do. There are walking meditations. You can use a labyrinth. You can use a YouTube video with music or guided meditation. I, for one, do well with guided meditations, and I also do really well with just music. I find these phrases or mantras or something to say that's connecting at a higher vibration that I can say during that. I think that's about it. This will get you started, and these tools, these 5 tools on releasing energy out of the nervous system, hopefully will help. And if you have any questions, be sure to reach out. I can help answer them. I would love it if you subscribe to my channel. And I believe I am complete. Peace.